So another good example of the photo totally failing to show what's going on. Even on the web page, this is not all that clear, and to emphasize the point, I'm sure that the camera shooting these clear parts on a white surface is giving you an idea of exactly what's wrong with all the directions here. So it looks like this piece goes on either way. It doesn't say whether that's true or not. The only way I really knew a piece went on here is because there must be something. The bolts weren't going to be sitting in nothing, I didn't think. And again, it makes the assumption that you know what they mean when they say use bolts. 16s, 22s, 10s. 16s happen to fit in this case. And this is only going finger tight. Another point I'll make here is that this piece is not symmetrical. The top piece, that is. You got these three holes up here in a center circle. So does that go this way? Or does it go that way? Does it matter? Don't know. It doesn't say. The photo is absolutely unclear. And it could be viewed either way. So hopefully it doesn't matter. I don't know at this point. Remember, if you want to avoid making your beautiful clear plexiglass look like total shit, don't use Scotch tape. Even painter's tape can leave a little glue on there if you leave it too long. But Scotch tape is utter shit. And I can't say that enough. Bottom parts, good. This gets great. Do any of these call themselves bottom parts? That one doesn't. Neither does that. Or this. Or that. So that's pretty cool. These are, however, two of each of the same two pieces. And the photo almost makes it look like it goes like this. Two of them together. There's no way to tell from the printed photo. And really, the web page is not a good indicator whatsoever. And note that we go from this photo here to this photo here where the drive housing is somehow attached. When did that happen? I got no clue. Didn't happen anywhere between there and that little piece of shape, and then it's gone again. So I'm going to assume that this is an aberration, an incorrect, out of order piece. And this paragraph of however many sentences that is just about total gibberish. Utter and total gibberish. So from this photo, does this one go on top? Or does that one go on top? Is this the top? Or is it really the bottom? And do these pieces go on this side, or do they flip over and go on that side? All it says is attach bottom parts, so that's freaking useless. And I lost one somewhere? There it is. So yeah, these two hexes holes here, do they get lined up with each other on this side? Do they get lined up on that side? Does it matter relative to these three holes up here? Who freaking knows? Okay, so while doing I had to dump all the videos off the drive here. So while I was just sitting around trying to ponder where an extra M22 of these could be, I'll get to those in a second, but I noticed that this symmetrical piece of plastic kind of wobbles a lot. I thought that's kind of wrong, maybe the bolt heads are a little off from each other. And that's when I discovered that the bolt heads are actually big enough to allow you to pull the piece off if you really want to. What good is this? They don't include any washers for this size, so both sides are the same exact thing. You'd think that, well, maybe this goes underneath, but this underneath part here is keyed to fit specifically there with some tongue and groove. Great. So, yeah, thinking I was short one of these M22s, I was looking along in the directions here, and it says to pull out these spacers and put these on, and then bolt it down. And obviously this screw isn't nearly long enough. However, these guys right here are, and there are 4 of them specifically. So directions where you have to deduce what's going on, those aren't directions. These are misdirections. Incompetence in printed form. So while the first few sentences of the directions here, if I can continue calling them that, say that this whole thing goes together pretty easily. Well, that might be true if you're not guessing the entire way, translating bad English into understandable English, trying to deduce what the photos are showing when you're dealing with clear plastic on a white background. So, yeah, maybe it is easy. But the one concept they did not keep in mind is clearly that people are idiots, including myself. You got to be told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And whereas the Makerbot itself, which is far more complicated than these few pieces here, went together like peanut butter and chocolate, this has just been nothing but a total hassle, compounded by the lack of understanding on whoever put these wiki pages together. And it looks like I can tighten these up right now according to what is printed here. We'll find out if I have to undo this in a few minutes or not. Freaking hassle. So should these bolted parts together be making shaking sounds? No, but this doesn't fit at all. And it's probably going to be really bad later on.